All right, let's get this party started, shall we? So this time around, yeah, we're gonna be doing some more website work, stuff like that, the maintenance stuff. Thing is, I'm not really sure what I want to work on right now because I'm more or less dealing with a massive crank. I'm getting old, and my neck decided to this morning just be absolutely just the definition of pain. Made some progress with the heating pad, but only progress. Oh, where did I put the heating pad? That didn't help anything. Honest, like death in my shoulder, right? Neck and shoulder stuff. Heat on. There we go. Cool. So apparently, looking to my right causes me a substantial amount of pain, and that's where, incidentally, my monitoring stuff for OBSs and all that. So anyway, all right, let's take a look. See here. That's always a good start. So we are making progress on the profile picture Discord build sheet stuff, which is what the image, the Stable Diffusion kind of is targeting it. And again, the goal there is basically to get a huge bundle of cool-looking profile picture type things, and work with them, and then make them, where I consider them good enough, and get like 5 of the various like kind of mainline class concepts, and then we can put them together in packs and put them as like various accoutrements. So in Discord profile pictures, stickers, like literal stickers and Discord stickers, t-shirts, that sort of thing, all that sort of commercial crap, right? I mean, I say that, and I say that with love, though. It's one of those ones where it's like, what do people do when they try to make money off of their efforts? They put it on t-shirts. So let's do that. Right? All the Slack job that aside, it's more just the idea of being able to make cool stuff and just kind of throw it out there and see what sticks, see what people like, and see what keeps the lights on. Because that is the ultimate question of the situation, as things are. So anyway, before I go too down that road, the idea of adding the strengths and weaknesses to batches. Well, I mean, honestly, that's not that hard, all said. It's not that hard, all said. I just don't know, after what I saw happen with the other things here, I don't know if that's the best of ideas, is all. Yeah, we can work on that. We can work on that. It's not a super major sort of thing. Although it looks like that in relatively short order, Stable Diffusion is going to be ready for another batch. I botched the batches for today, unfortunately, because I didn't use my full good prompt, which really sucks because there's a good prompt that we built out using the tool that was kindly provided to us the other day, and then I completely and utterly pushed the wrong button. It's long and short. But yeah, as you can see, also from the recommendations the other day, a detailer is an effort. I need to do more research on that, honestly. You know what? Item research. That's gonna go fairly high on the list. Not next, because I don't feel like doing it right now. Plus my shoulders not want to play along. And this could be above. Actually, let's put it below the 5th edition glossary uploads. The initial installs on or initial plays on those, because basically the gist is that we have the glossaries, which honestly, what I want to do is I want to go back through and change some settings on it, and then we can go do that stuff. But for now, that is not the focus. All right, so I think that adding the strengths and weaknesses and the equipment plan as items here is a good idea. So let's see. Obviously, we need to not make that mistake ever again that I made. That sucked. Where I accidentally exposed some of my keys. I reset them up immediately before anything happened, but still, that was painful, to say the least. So there's something I want to change here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to remember to push the button on the YouTube as well. All right, so where was I looking for? I was looking for something. I don't remember what it was. Oh, that would be neat. That's a future problem though, but that would be really neat. Someone brought to me an idea where like you can. They were talking about doing it with like the Microsoft Flight Sim. So there's specific information there that's definitely not in most games. But the idea that they basically were using is the person Y3 who shows up every now and then here. Good person. I appreciate that. There was a well, basically they were using in Microsoft Flight Simulator LLMs as like a tour guide. So, and the thing is that there is a advantage for LLMs insofar as having is that what I want? Having shoot, just broke something. Give me a sec. What's it saying? LLMs having a whatchamacallit, having a or no, sorry, Microsoft Flight Simulator having a specific advantage here, right? But totally a neat idea, where if you could like have it talk about the areas that the person's in or that sort of thing. I mean, there's got to be a way to kind of sort that and do that. I don't know what the way would be, but there's got to be a way. There's something I need to change. 1 second here. Darn it. Let's see. Ah, bloody multi-factor authentication stuff. Give me a second here, because there's back-end stuff that I need to do. There we go. Pull up that information. Oop, wrong button. Oh, still wrong button. Oh. Oh, let's just make sure that I didn't break that. Oh, cool, I did not break it. Push my button. Hopefully everything resets as expected. It did not. Darn. So I was trying to avoid earlier. but I wanted to do something to test something. So let's get ourselves back in the spot. Ready to go. So like I said, my principal point here is we're trying to do some more of the Nito like website work stuff, including continuing to work on getting those images and stuff for images and stuff set up and done. So, a lot of little things as always. Trying to think where I want to start at because it is a literal mountain of things that need to get done here. A literal mountain of things. So where do we start? All right, let's go ahead and OSS back as our primary rather than our server console, which is fun and all. I like my little bars, but wait, where'd you go? I must not be on the right one. There you are. All right, so we were talking about and specifically focusing on the to-do list here, and the PFP one is a long-term, slow burn process. So I'm working more and more on images and getting the stuff good to go there. So, we'll work on that some more in a bit, or rather, it's one of those we iterate through. It takes time to make modifications and hit the button. Although today has been a step backwards because I made a mistake in the prompts themselves. I also was experimenting with the revisit the face detection for a detector, and it seems to, and I need to do research, which is why I have an ADLR RSC marker on there. I need to basically use it where I can better play with the concepts there. All right, so, but the next one immediately then is the add the strengths and weaknesses and equipment plan to batches, and I have article generator prompts that I've been working on that kind of have the human-friendly version, which is literally just copy and paste some stuff into GPT and then interpret it. But I want GPT to provide me with the information, in essence. There's one difficulty with this process, though, which I've been batting back and forth, which is why I haven't done it yet, and that is the current process from our section there, specifically and explicitly has we basically copy and paste the stuff that's coming out of the mainline article generation, and then use that to tell GPT to kind of seed off of this effectively. And so that's useful and great and all to an extent. Also, don't mind the ugly colors because I've got dark mode on locally for my system. Unfortunately, the dark mode that I did have for the site was excessively laggy and it did the job, but not very well. And I had to basically remove it, which sucks. Honestly, really, really sucks because I liked it, but it was lagging the site up. It was causing all sorts of problems. So. All right, let's see. Where's the thing I'm looking for here? Oh yeah, we need to check the post set map here while I'm at it. Although I believe this one ended up getting fixed. This particular one needs a lot of love to it. So I honestly, like, we currently actually have a wider meta process where we're going through all this stuff. So that's cool. I just got distracted, didn't I? Looking at certain things. All right, so I need to go to file browser and I need to go to the file browser. Find the file, don't I? Site and our website. And then we are looking at oh, wrong screen. All right, we're looking at the PFPP, no, sorry, the add strengths and weaknesses. Wow, I just lost my train of thought. And this would be found actually not in the websites, but in the templates, because that's where I've got the article build script resident. Now we need to find prompts stat blocks, which means I might be making a mistake here. Because, like, I'm going, well, I don't really want to add more, more stuff to this. But because I want to keep it kind of clean, I want to keep the individual purposes. But then again, because the problem is, I think how I did the for the stat blocks, which is like 4.2, I think is what we're looking for. So this turns into more than I think it's going to. So this cuts the stat blocks from Trello. I'm gonna go back up to the top because that's where my master list is at. Okay. We're 3 batch start bot. Okay. So that's where we are instigating the start of the batch, which incidentally does not use my standard usage case, because the nature of how batches work is that you basically just you create the batches and you're submitting them in such a manner where you're basically kind of stuck in this weird waiting pattern. So here's where we fail, though, is because we don't have a means to have it where it's programmed as a certain thing. But then again, because of how this is set, although I set the name as level because that was the intention, right? I can actually change something here to something else. I can actually like add to level the items that we're thinking about, and then have it where there's pardon me, have them where there's As long as up at the batch, there's the thing. I think this is way too much thinking for me right now, honestly. Because do I really want to inject more into this? Is the question that I'm still not answering. Oh. Well, I'm dumb. All right. Yeah, so basically it would be add those to it. So like it'd be add 2 more entries, which would be like SW and UE. Honestly, this project's gonna be way more involved than I have the energy for right now. Because I thought I was just gonna be adding it to the prompts, but the problem is that in order to do it, in order to do it, basically, well, I mean, it's not a problem to rewrite, portions of the script for my own. It's my own script, right? But it's the fact that I'm in that amount of pain in my shoulder that I am. It doesn't feel like it's anything permanent, just a just a pulled muscle type thing, like I slept wrong. So yeah. So it's the sort of thing where though that does take a fair amount of my focus and effort. It is being absorbed by this pain. So all right, let's try and change tack a little bit there. I want to work on this, but this is going to be above my current process. This one I've been putting off for a while, and it's kind of important actually, is the 3.5 SRD glossary process tab. So we have on the original Stellar Dragon site, we have the SRDs. The source resource document, the base ones, all uploaded as HTML files. And here, let's go over here. Just Stellar Dragons, which is why I haven't taken them down yet, because mess around with what I already have. That's got some attention, but wow, I called that good enough. I mean, some of them are, I guess. I don't even want to click on the 2 hands because that face is atrocious, and I said it was okay. Those faces are atrocious, and I said it was okay. But I'm still gonna click on this one. Posted on May 7th. Beating last month. Why is that broken? All right, so so it's a funny, goofy back and forth with you know, actually, I need to do something here. There's something I need to do like right now. And you know what? Screw it. We're doing it live. All right, so if I recall, I shouldn't expose anything I don't want to be seen. So Discord, OBS. Stream, it's like Discord site kit or something like that. No, that's literally not what I was asking for. Actually, I'm doing that without even like thinking about it. Although they did it that way. But the version, oh wow, okay, that's interesting. I was just being primitive about it and sending. Oh wow, okay. Well, I feel stupid now. Huh. Well, that. Well, I feel dumb. Anyway, so basically they set up as a virtual camera, and then they have the camera be the stream for on Discord in this hypothetical they're putting. What I did is that you can pop out a preview for Discord and then like stream it that way. Huh. That's actually pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I could actually remove, because I got a separate system right now that's doing it. It's the Star Dragons account that's doing it over there. But I don't want to remove the other system because that actually brings off a lot of load from, you know, my system. But interesting, very interesting indeed. I'll have to set that one off stream. That's not what I'm here for. Let's see, Discord stream kit. There we go. Ow, my shoulder. Oh, just in case you don't know how this sort of stuff works. And I'm gonna pull it off for just a moment because it might request more information. It might not. Let me see. Yeah, there's some stuff that's not supposed to be out there, but like private server stuff like that. Yeah. Also the list of servers that I'm part of, which is probably, well, it does not matter. We are looking for, what is the name of the thing again? Star Dragons. There we go. Look, all right, brain. Okay. Oh, well, that was easier than I remembered it being. So basically, you can see how we've got like set up in the upper right there, where we've got the status widget, right? It's like that. So you can do this, and I'm gonna show some status. Oh no, we have secret channels that you shouldn't see, which I don't know which ones are here or secret channels or not. And then I'm gonna add Discord here. See. Because I want to focus on Discord, the Discord one. All right, because unfortunately one of the parts that I don't like is that, so I've got this combined chat, because you can't actually, at least last I looked, you can't actually like do, you know, the chats that are related to the events, right? Which is annoying, because, or to like the voice channels in general, because they just don't exist on the list. Yeah, there's probably a way to do it though. Actually fade out after 10 seconds. What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing anymore. Oh yeah, I was doing this. See, and then the crazy part is this is like, okay, and then you just copy and paste that, and then you have your new overlay, and then over in OBS, you just have to add a browser overlay. Discord, overlay. And okay. Yes. Sorry about that. See, there you go. Now you have it. But now it's not in the spot where I want it to be. I'm gonna put it over. Where do I want to put it? Where do I want to put it? I may as well put it over here. BD 2152 and 15 FPS because it's a text chat. It doesn't need to be fast. Refresh her page. There you go. Anyway, enough of that. So yeah, so it should be fine being there, but below the Twitch alerts, below the above the voice overlay, because the voice overlay is this channel, right? So, and then there's the voice widget as well, just like voice widgets, and that one I can actually choose. All of my super secret. No, you see the list of all my things. That's fine. I don't really think you can use any of that information for any purposes other than just seeing it there. Actually, I just had an idea. No, I remember I actually engaged with the Restream folks to ask a question, and they said no. So that was the answer was no for reasons, and I don't remember what the reasons why, but they just didn't have it implemented yet or something like that. All the secrets. Hey, 23. All of my secret channels. There is no hidden. I don't know. What is the meme? Like anime stash. Although honestly, the hidden stashes are all all threads. So they're all like. You wouldn't see them. Well, you wouldn't see them anyway, even if they were there for the channels. Maybe I did it on purpose. Maybe I'm freaking super sneaky, and I know what I'm doing. And pro tip: I don't actually know what I'm doing. I'm just faking it, and apparently not making it. But that's beside the point. All right, we're gonna call that good enough. Yes. Hopefully it fades away. Is it? Maybe disappear. It should fade after 10 seconds of the chat signal. What am I doing wrong? Text says stuff. Just go through the URL. Shadow color, shadow size. Probably because I'm still poking at it, so it's like, oh, you're doing stuff, so never mind. Oh no, I didn't. I know what I didn't do. It fades out the chat. But it doesn't fade out the box. Darn it. Let's see. Opacity 0. There you go. Problem solved. There. It's fine. It's not fine. When I say it's fine, it's not fine. Why does it not? I'm way overthinking this. All right. Anyway, so there you have it. There's the Discord chat. Because actually, honestly, what I probably should do is I should probably one more modification to it, and I'll go do something more interesting. And that, and then actually just move it like below the, at the bottom, because it does need to be at the top. It's at the bottom right. All right, cool. Wait, did it just disappear? Grumble. All right. Anyway, enough wasting my time on that. Okay. So, that is not what we're working on. Oh, hey, look. While I was messing around, the Stable Diffusion finished up. This is a bad batch. I already know it's a bad batch. I screwed it up. So, I'm still going to look over. Oh, wow, though. Wow. Okay. I don't know if a detailer did that or what, but holy crap, you can actually see his eye in the thing. That is a nutsy detail. Like, that is insane that you can actually see the dude's eye in the plate. That is crazy. Sneaky. Although it did not respect the general request, as well as for the ranger or the druid. Or the source. Well, the sorcerer did, obviously. Yeah, that'd be heavy work on. That's when we say shame, I guess. Yeah, that needs work. Alright, so now back to what was supposed to happen there, which was this actual full prompt. Although, from what we were talking about the other day, I probably need to figure out spots to put breaks or something like that, but I don't know. I'm still working on the details there, but we're definitely getting where I want it to be, which is crazy to me. I mean, we're actually like... Yeah. Alright, so... Alright, we are working on, and I put off, although I actually just hit a spot where I'm not hurting as bad as I was. I am hurting, but my shoulder is messed up. But apparently I'm doing the I want to stream every day thing, I guess, is where we're at now with things. So even when I pick up the day job back in the professional world and all that, I'll still end up trying to at least do a couple hours a night. Regardless, like one of those like rain or shine type things. Because reasons. I mean, you know, I've always wanted to do it, so like the stream thing, so why not do it, right? Let's see. Yes. So the one that we're looking at here is the 3.5 SRD glossary. So, and this is what I was opening up here in front of me. Let's see. Oh yeah. Well, thing is that I'm at the perpetual burnout stage at this point. So, and I mean, let's put it this way. So. No, I don't want to actively burn myself out. Honest, to where I'm just a husk staring at a wall, and I no longer care about this. That's not my goal. That's an awkward bit of silence right there, because maybe it is. Maybe you hit it on the nose a little bit too tightly. No, maybe it is. Well, look, all right. It has been said that there's no greater honor than this than to lay down one's life, than for a man to lay down his life for his friends. From the good book, as it were. So the point is, in that entire idea, is that maybe that is my goal. Maybe it is my purpose. Maybe I do want to lay down my life. Well, look, okay. The other part about this, and I'm going to get a bit morbid here. I'm going to get real morbid here for a second. But I didn't. One of my jokes on the other side. One of my jokes with that's not even really a joke, but one of my quips with the marine stuff is I didn't get my bloody grenade to jump on. I'm still upset about that. I was promised a grenade. I did not get a grenade. Yes, I did. It's how you find your limits, right? Thank you for steering me off the path of where I was, because I was gonna go there. Like, yes, no, I do want to explode gloriously. I didn't get the option. Now I'm in my late 30s going, what do I do now? Darn it. Okay, well, I guess I find a different grenade of some sort. A group of friends to try and throw myself to make things work. But no, actually, no. It's the sort of thing where I do for this stuff, I really do enjoy doing it. Like, I actually do enjoy it. Actually, honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. Like, a lot of fun with the entire back and forth, like the working through of the stable diffusion stuff. I'm having a lot of fun with that. It is in line in enjoyability with like, you know, playing the various games and stuff like that. Actually, that was the biggest thing though for me. That was the problem, was that like over the years I wanted to like do the streaming thing, and then I was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna just go play my games. And so I played games, you know. I mean, I've got like, I think name of the given game that I played, like, dare say, I religiously back in the day, and I can go, hey, yeah, even on Steam, like, if I go to like my list there, right, on, let's see, a good one, it's actually a fairly new one, but on like RimWorld, right, RimWorld, I have 1,400 hours of gameplay on it. Now, I'm not sure how that happened. Almost 1,500 hours, I might say, of gameplay on it. I really, really enjoy RimWorld. How much of it that I've actually streamed? Only recently. Like, only the past, only the past few weeks of the thing that I actually started bothering with it, like to stream it. And that's not a hardware issue. Like, RimWorld's not a difficult game, like, hardware wise. Like, your potato with like a Pentium 3 can freaking play RimWorld. Not stream it. If you're Pentium 4, could probably stream it. That's a bit of an overstatement, but not by much of a stretch. So I don't have an excuse. And so, well, I wanted to, I just didn't do it. You know. Actually, the crazy one for Neverwinter. Apparently, I did a lot of streaming of Neverwinter with this one recently. So, and it's only 73 hours. But for like Secret World Legends, and I don't care. I don't compare to some folks like freaking. Wow, brain. I just lost the name I was looking for. But I played 921 hours of it. It was over the course of the past like year or two, right? But still, or 3. But it's the sort of thing where it's like, no, I don't know where I was going with this thought. I need to play more of that. Now you got me looking over my list again. We were talking about BDO, weren't we? Is BDO on Steam? Let's see. Black Desert. Oh, it is. Oh, but I'd have to buy it. I don't have money right now to buy stuff. Yeah, it is, but I'd have to buy it. It's like, it's $9 on Steam. Like, I understand, I don't have money right now. Like, I literally don't have money. There's a reason why I've been like pushed my back into the wall, where it's like, oh yeah, so you need to, yeah. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. I did. I don't know if it's past tense or present tense, but yeah, no, I totally did. Ooh. Oh, this is a problem. I should not look at my library on Steam, especially when I'm like in the mood where I'm at, where I'm like, these are the games I have installed. I wonder if there's a way that I can orient it. Let's see. Sort by, is there an hours played? I want to see how. No, I did not. I did not know about this. Oh, don't tell me I lost an account for... don't tell me I lost an account. No. No. Let me see. Log in. Well, here's the implicit question. Let me see. If there's a forgot information. Well, okay, luckily, I do know my email. I do know the email I used, and I do have access to that email. So that's a positive. That's a positive. Now, one of the funny parts of that's a question here. 2021. Oh well, but okay. So here's the fun part though is I wasn't aware of Kakeo Games having it. So I might have actually had it before that transfer happened. So PA Pearl Abyss there may have it may have already just been on their servers. So there's a chance. There is a chance, is what I'm saying. Let's go with 15. So there is a chance. There is a chance. That would be, honestly, for as my luck, that would be a nice. Well, password successfully changed. So there's that much. I mean, I could have used one of my known passwords at the time, but please reactivate your account. If you do not reactivate your account, will be completely deleted from servers 4 years after being converted to an active account. All right. Reactivate account. Email verification has been sent. Now, I'm not going to immediately work on this. Like, I'm not going to do this right now. But I am going to make it so that, you know, that I have that option later on. And maybe set up like a guild or something like that, because that's what I'm doing now. I'm making guilds. I'm setting up franchises. I mean, I figure I may as well, you know. I did it for other people. I may as well do it for myself, right? What? Why do you require so many activation emails, bro? Come on. I just want to log in and make sure that the account exists. There we go. All right. Well, okay. So it's just glitchy. All right, cool. All right. There's a free trial button, account information. We recommend you play a game that's not restricted for your region. Well, I'm now concerned about something, but that's beside the point. All right, so now it says free trial. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Download now and enjoy your 7-day free trial. That implies something I don't like. Yeah, it looks like I probably lost the account. I mean, as I said, like the character. I mean, there might be, but it's pushing me in the direction of free trial rather than being anything interesting. Although I remember the login screens here for some reason. I don't remember what though. Ooh. Would you like to link your Twitch account? Sure. I guess I'll do that. Neat. I linked. That was easy to link my Twitch account, or well, the Stellar Dragon's Twitch account. Let's see, it's a big miss, I guess, because it's cut off. Let me look at the other chat. Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, GDPR issues. Yeah, see, I mean, I'm gonna say honestly, like, you bring up GDPR, I'm not a fan of GDPR, for reasons. I don't want to go into like the full lengthy explanation. It sounds good on paper, but then there's a whole bunch of consequences that happen with that. A whole bunch of consequences that happen with that. It ends up developing. One thing I will say though, from the gaming side, it ends up developing into a soft into a soft wall. You know. Yeah, I mean, basically, it's the sort of thing where it's like, you end up in a space where it's like, you know, not because of performance issues anymore, which are less and less true, and because of legal ramifications and legal issues that, like you were saying, they have to have, effectively, they're compelled to have a, you know, to service sort of presentation. Like that they're forced to. It's the sort of and either you comply with GDPR or you don't play in the realm of the Eurozone. Okay, fine. Well, if I'm a small developer, I have to choose an area where I play in. Now, and that false wall there is a step backwards, like a huge step backwards as far as I'm concerned. It sounds like a good idea, but and without going too political on it, I will say that the European Union is filled with the policies that come out of the European Union, the EU, is filled with a lot of good ideas. Just terrible implementation. And also terrible ramifications too. You know, a lot of like, oh, this is a great idea, and it's like, well, but it's just a good idea. What about all the other ramifications that go with it? Like, and I'm not like sitting here puffing my chest. I am a little bit, but not true. Like in this categorically, I'm not going, America, we've got everything right. I'm just saying, I know what's not good, and I know that's not good, and I know this is not good, and I know that's even worse. And that was a third direction. I was actually pointing at China. Just to be clear about that one. Like, it's one of those like, which policies do we want to play? Yeah, and that's it's like levels of dealing. And it's like, no, that's not. All right, we need to do better things than this, but we're not for reasons. And again, I'm not going to go too far down that rabbit hole because I could. I'll just put it this way: there's a reason why one of my tags is conspiracies. Yeah. Nope, that's not relevant. So, let's see. Well, since I got you on the line, I do want to say that, really, like a detailer, for one thing, a detailer itself, although it is with the high-res fix stuff and all that, is pushing up my time for production. It's also really, really both entertaining to watch for my sake, because like the bar and it like highlights the thing, and it's like, oh hey, here's a person. All right, now let's look at the person, and like it highlights the. I'm enjoying watching it do the processing, which is it's kind of fun to me. It's like it does the process, like doing the processing entertains me. So I just wanted to make a comment about that one. I had fun with that. Complete segue, I know, but you know, it just is. It's like it's like targets in and then like zooms in, zooms in. It's like zoom in and enhance, and it enhances the image there. It's like it's cool. Ooh, yeah. I had some problem, and I still haven't quite like messed with the details yet, where it detected a mountain as a face. I had one where it detected a tattoo on somebody's shoulder as a face, and it made it with like a face on the person's shoulder. Yeah, and I kind of saw the details of the detailer, right? I kind of saw it, and I'm like, I need to like really play with it. I think that the problem was the restore faces thing was checked, because I also ran to a spot. Yeah, I noticed that actually. I was like, oh, maybe that's the thing. For the detection tab. Let's see, yeah. We'll modify that up, push it up. Around 8. Yeah, the thing is that in watching it, I've actually noticed that it doesn't need to be at 0.3, which is what it was. So that was definitely one mental note that I saw as I was watching. Because it points out that I love the fact that it does say like confidence 0.8 or 0.7, 0.6. Actually, so yeah. Ooh. Is that in? Okay. I think I understand. Yeah. That would be using image to image, right? Oh, in extras. What? I don't have it there. I have GFPGAN, code former, split oversized image, autofocal point crop, auto size crop, create flip copies. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I was like, image to image. I mean, there's the option there because then you can modify the, you know, the CFG down to, or rather, or the denoising strength, excuse me, down to an appropriate ratio, so it won't, you know, mess with stuff. So, yeah, face 0.84. It detected the gal's knees as a face. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I was. My next line of thinking was, as I said before, I still need to do like more detailed research on it because I've been sleeping more than I mean to. Plus, like I said, my bloody shoulder and all that really rocked me out. Ow. I should not have flexed like that. Ow. But yeah, words. Yeah. Well, it first has to do the, and I saw actually when I was doing some like initial kind of high level overview on the stuff, I actually saw the face detection stuff, and I'm like, well, that's pretty neat. I don't know what that's used for, and I moved on because like it was like here's a red box around it, and then I see, you know, you bring up this stuff, and I see this direct implementation. I go, oh, that is sick. Like no two ends about it. That is absolutely sick. Yeah, I detected her knees as a face. Let's see what happens here. I'm curious what it'll do with her, because it detected her knees as a face. I shouldn't sit here watching it in silence, but it's one of those like, it caught my attention. Supposed to be doing something else, aren't I? So what you gonna do? What you gonna do, AT Taylor? You detected this as a face. What are you gonna do to the knees? I've fixed it. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna stop my current run on it, but it's forming a face out of her knee. That's creepy as. It's like a little like alien face starting to form out of her knee, like come out of her knee. It's well, again, I think that one's more of a process of like the detection rate, the detection being too high. Did I change the CFG? I've been streaming for an hour. Did I change the CFG? I know I changed the sampler option, but I don't think I changed the CFG. I was playing a little bit on that. Although I have it using my current CFG scale, which is at like 4 or 5, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, and that's fair because it looks like it's still using the same CFG that I'm using, but I do see what you're saying, like that it should be custom to it, because it's as you said before, it's the level of detail it's encountering makes perfect sense. Plus, also, we have the meta prompt, and I don't for things like knees, you know, you probably shouldn't do, or knees, things like these, things like the faces, you probably shouldn't do. I wouldn't think. Most of the stuff that's in the generalized prompt. I don't know. I guess maybe for faces you could probably. I don't know. I'm just trying to think about it. Ooh, what are you? Copy link. Paste and go. Yeah. Eyes. So that was something that I was confused about. Gotcha. Okay. So maybe I missed something important there. Let's see. Or maybe it wasn't present yet. Yeah, it wasn't present yet. That was the problem. So you put the task files, right? A detailer somewhere. Where? LSA. The scripts, no. Hmm. Oh, I'm like, how do you install it? And then it's like, how to install, do this stuff. Oh, jeez, I'm way overthinking this. All right, open the extension tab, install from your. Oh, okay, so it's an extension that's from there. Look, it's very kind here. It says in step number 7, completely restart a quad ones web UI, including your terminal. If you do not know what is a terminal, you can reboot your computer, turn your computer off it, and turn it on again. Very nice of the author on this one. Very nice of the author. Too nice. Too nice of the author. Like, way too nice of the author. Look. All right, no. If you don't know what a terminal is, the door is that way. No, more seriously, obviously, the terminal is like your command line prompt stuff. So, but it's not really that hard of a. I'm sorry, I'm being a jerk. Sounds like yeah, probably, yeah. I see what you're saying. Although, yeah, I see what you're saying. Considering the step by step is. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Even for like the step, just the nature of the step by step. Ow. The nature of the step by step itself is, yeah. Or translate. Translated is actually my bet is probably translated, and probably a little bit of both. So, and again, to be fair to the author, like I appreciate their work. Like, it just let me be very solid and firm about that statement. I appreciate their work because what they've done here is neat, for sure, and cool, for sure. But I'm also going to judge the thing there. That it's like this is you know. Also, the verbiage there. The reason why I would agree that translate is probably the answer is because including your terminal is actually the wrong way to phrase it, because it's restart AW11 via your terminal, or via the terminal. Because it's saying turn off or shut it off and reopen it, basically. Turn it off and on again, the material off and on again. Now, of course, I suppose part of my response here is because I use Arch, by the way, but because I use Linux, right? And have been in the tech scene for a very long time. So I am definitely coming up as being in regards to these sort of things, I have an idea of what I'm doing. Like, as in using terminals and using that sort of stuff. Like, I've been using it as just a automatic sort of thing for ages. So, oh, command line. Okay. iOS does not mean iPhone operating systems. It means Internet Networking Operating System, and it's in relation to Cisco, not Apple. See, that's the sort of thing. Oh yeah, I was looking. Darn it, I got distracted again. I am distracted. I want to see my stats in Steam, and I want to see what is the game I have played the most of on Steam. Because there's a time before Steam. There's a time that's before Steam. Oh wow, RimWorld is indeed on Steam my most played game. Now, my most played game period? It's gonna be a toss between like Eve, because of the age of the game, right? And how many years I played it. And I'd have to say, let's see, it's on here as well, would be Eve or Warframe is gonna be the one that I've probably played the longest of. Because both of them had substantial non-Steam. Right. Well, actually, one of my silliest memories. So I was in like an internet arcade type thing, which was actually a game store as well. That I was playing 1.6 CS 1.6 Counter-Strike 1.6 on it back when, for reasons I don't know why I was doing that. Just the thing to do was like, I'm here with friends. I'm gonna go play Counter-Strike for a bit. I mean, you can still buy video games in a box at a physical store if you want to. They still exist somewhere. There's like a GameStop down the road. Is it GameStop still? I don't remember anymore. I haven't gotten one for. Elite Dangerous was cool. It didn't stick with me though. It didn't stick with me. It didn't stick with me. It wasn't that it was bad. It just didn't stick with me. I think that was another one I played a fair amount of, was Matrix Online back in the day. I played that one obsessively for probably about a year. So I don't know what the actual number is, because that was when that was during the advent of Steam, more or less. But it was not in Steam. Ooh, Dark Sector. Wow, I only played it enough to beat it. Why am I looking over this list? Oh, that's depressing. No, I don't want to think about that. Because I've got an Oculus Rift S that's sitting over here that I got quite some time ago, but because of things involving Facebook, the system, or the Oculus system, doesn't support Linux, and it doesn't have good. Last I checked, which was probably about 6 months ago, it doesn't really have good support for it whatsoever. Like there's some working projects that people are working on, right? But there are like really long-term sort of like playover projects, which more power to them. Hopefully they'll make them work eventually, but last I checked, they didn't really work. So, which is sad, because I really like Beat Saber. Actually, I want to get my Beat Saber hours up to like 10 million. I want to play more Beat Saber, but I got up to 90 hours played of Beat Saber. Because, yeah, I like Beat Saber. I played 107 hours of XCOM Chimera Squad. Look, I enjoy Chimera Squad. All right. Like I enjoy XCOM in general. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy XCOM. Let's see. Ooh, that's a game I want to play some more of. Is Let's See, which I played 160 hours of. All right. Anyway, enough like forcing myself to walk through like nostalgia. Although XCOM 2 is calling me now. No, I've got to do thing. There was the new thing released for No Man's Sky, which is another one of my great games that I played a lot of. Wow. When did I put in 100 or 1,000 hours of Space Engineers? Last played March of 2020. That answers that question. I played Warframe in 2022. Oh, feels like it was a longer time ago. Anyway. Supposed to be doing something like at least somewhat constructive. Oh, look at the hand. No. Fix it. Fix it. You will fix it, computer. All right. So we're looking at my ugly junk from the previous website stuff, which I apologize. I mean, some of the stuff's remediable, I guess. And some of it looks kind of cool-ish. But I'm still not clicking on the gunslinger. His head's obfuscated. We don't want to see his face. 14,000 hours. And oh, yeah. Video's got the... Yeah, tracking. 14,000 hours of video. Jeez. I said I'll at some point do some more research into like what's, you know, if I can try and recover for BDO or all that. Although, like I said, the problem is that the division does exist, so makes that harder. It's a concept. Web storage. Web storage. But then again, it says NA/EU. So it might very well be not a problem. Purchase usage history. Nope. Apparently there's no usage history or this sort of thing. Bah. Member since March 22, 2021. So they might actually be the same like server loads or server groups, or at least maybe, I don't know how it works actually. But just spitballing, conceptual idea. Anyway, I will have to work on that particular line of thinking later on. Yeah, and I probably look at what you put up here. May 31. Yeah, so it looks like it was probably just straight out nuked. Yeah. Oh well, and again, it's one of those things where like, do I remember where I was at or what I was doing? I'd have to play it again. It's funny, I'm saying that as I'm literally remembering like the detail, like at least some spots of the detail of the playthrough, like with the little ghost thing and all that was falling around, like a little. It's one of those, like, if I played it again, I'd probably start really remembering what things were and where things were going to come next, and that sort of thing. It's ridiculous. But my memory is this weird contraption for sure. All right, so what was I doing here? I was to go to the SRD and I was looking at something here. Wow. Look at the excessive load time. Yeah, well, and that's generally one of those spots with games as a whole. Is it's a good idea. It's a really good idea to do such a thing. It's a really good idea when you haven't played a game for a while to come in and do like a new character run through. Oh, neat. Are these even usable? Are these even usable? Ooh. Okay. I was looking for something that was mostly done, but I don't think it is. What was I doing? I know what I was thinking. I know what my plan was. But what I've done here is not adequate. I'll see what I can do to navigate the BDO thing. It's one of those ones where I'm definitely, the idea sounds fun. So, I don't know though. There's a little bit too much on the on the docket at the moment, but yeah. Okay, so, what do I need to do here? Oh yeah. So I was looking. Did I get that far on this one? I think I cleared them out from here. Did. Pages. Okay. And I was thinking, my original plan that I was thinking was that I would go in for the SRD and then have it run through these pages. I should probably do some like maintenance level work, but I want to do actually want to do project work. So the classes was not a good example. But the SRD building conditions one, which is the one I was looking at just now. Look at my outline there. Let's head back over to the script. Yeah, even the source of AFK fishing again. Yeah, you might find me trying it. The problem is that I'd have to do the I don't know how I would do it. Like I'd have to yeah. That's the part that's weird. Is so I remember nowadays we're doing for because you're fishing you're AFK fishing, so it's been productive somehow. Yeah, that's fair. No, that's fair. It's fair. But the thing is, like I said, I did play it back when I did have a active account for it too. So seasons. That would be an accurate assessment. I didn't even know they had seasons in the game. And it pointed out the hand. It found the hand that's grabbing the blade rather wrong. Darn it. Oh well. Oh, neat. Okay. Hmm. Ugh. All right. Oh wow. Okay, so this is a project that got backburnered a while ago. Yeesh. Yeah. Oh man, am I finally pulling myself out from where I was in? Goodness gracious, that is intense. Project wise, basically, this is a project that got settled down like back in March because I had worked on it and I'd made the project or made the process, but then it got interrupted by the by basically Google smacking down the site process wise. Okay. Let's see, what was I doing? I was trying to figure out the way to do this with the tools I have. Ooh. I may actually forestall on this one too. I really want to get it done, but that's a doozy. Okay, so how far did I get? How far did I get? I may just like go, you know what, screw it, let's play a game instead. Looks like I'm gonna need to redo the script of it. But I want to get this done. Yeah, no, I'm not really feeling like refactoring everything. I'm gonna need to, but I'm gonna drop that down. With it, team glossary uploads. Yeah, both of those are going to be the same priority level, basically. Because the problem is that both of them are leveraging the same tech. And I'd have to get brush off basically a certain SOP that I haven't used in a hot minute. I wonder if I try this over here. Oh, well, that's not very beautiful. I don't want Excel. Oh, darn it. Oh well. Yeah, well. Wait, maybe I can do it for a different way. CSV. It is a CSV. Hmm. Anyway, we'll just do it the way I was doing it before. Okay. Oops. Okay. The problem is I don't remember. I don't remember how I generated the things. That's a huge, huge problem. I should remember these things. Hmm. Oh, okay. I think I already did. So I know I did. In fact. So was it 156? 615. Okay. Extract and create cards. Wait, extract and create card. Okay. Yeah, then if submode is 6, optimize titles, builds, optimize titles, section names. Okay, so let's go back over to our main there. Right to our cards that we're looking at. All of my summaries there. but the summaries don't have the information that I was expecting them to have. For title extraction. It's not the one that we're looking for because that doesn't have. So ready for title extraction. Starting to remember. Is basically from a space that has existing titles from the major cards, how we did this before, split off to minor cards. But it has to have already had the titles generated, which these SRD ones do not have. So because they were supposed to have, like there were hard summaries, like barbaric summaries of the sections. But each one has a source. I wonder if I have a different titles one I can use. 1-4. Here are just the H2s. Sources here are just the H2s. Alright. So 4-1, I need to look at the config. I guess I am chasing this rabbit hole down. So the config. Not 4-1, I'm sorry. 2-4. 1-4, excuse me. 1-4. And then it has prompts title SRD. Okay. That's title generator. We're looking at cards that are stuff that a project that I work. Jeez Louise. I started working this particular project in December. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. So actually that does work. So the workflow actually better than I thought it was, because that one that I was looking at actually does work. I just didn't see it before. So then I need to go back to the one I was looking at. Which was 5-6 or 1-1-6. Okay. Although the part that's weird about this is, so this is title extraction, which means the part that's a problem is I'm trying to figure out which, honestly, which one does the specific thing I'm looking for. Because I had one that did the thing that I'm looking for from the perspective of like creating cards. I know I did it too, and I know it was part of this mess that I have here, but I do not recall where it was at. So right now what that does is that very much so reads that it does what my notes said. So my notes weren't wrong about it, which is good. But it also doesn't help us in this situation. And I would have sworn that I had adjusted this one not so long ago on the 5th element path TGWG guide. Extract build names. We don't need GPT here. And so it goes list ID extract title, which is the title extraction. You know what? Screw it. I have it. I have the thing here. Why don't I just use it? Why am I overthinking this? I can push the button. It's not going to hurt anything if I push the bloody button. Title extraction. Python. I designed, again, reference to Titan AE with the look, and I haven't watched it in the interim like I was supposed to because I keep on referring to it. But Titan AE, this really great show. Long and short is that Earth gets blown up by big bad energy-based aliens because humanity was getting too close to figure out something that they didn't want them to figure out. So Titan after Earth, and one of the main characters there, and they've got this entire fun crew that's like trying to pursue this technology for a reason and stuff. Anyway, and so one of the main characters there is just this really eccentric inventor type dude, and he's like, I made this thing. It has a button. I do not know what will happen if I push the button. Maybe boom. I don't know. Because I made it when I was asleep. And that's the feeling I'm getting right about now. I made this thing. I don't know what'll happen if I push the button. Maybe everything will explode. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll do something cool. I don't know. Alright, so it did break, and I think I will see why. Searching for D&D SRT. It failed to find the tracking ID, and it errored for that effort too. So search for D&D 3.5 SRD on the board. Oh, I know why I did. Because like it's supposed to actually, there's the way that the thing's built out. You know, wait a second, it does exist. That doesn't make sense. So it's looking for a card. It's 2 hours. I don't wanna. Like I'm in two spaces right now where it's like, one hand, I'll go lie down, go back down. Therefore, I have to stop streaming. On the other hand, I don't wanna. Like, I'm starting to work starting to work on, like, I'm starting to get the idea of what I'm working on, right? Like, it took me a while to kind of figure it out, what I wanted to actually work on at the moment. And the plan's not working. So first, the content plan list. Off the variable series. D, but I have a feeling that because of the ampersand there and where it says final slug D&D dash, that we might have, that's where we're running into a problem. So this is out of the Trello module, right? Yep. Okay. Find card by name. But I had it working before, I know. The SRD thing has been in my queue a long time. What that tells me is that for all my like prescribed topics and all my prescribed like goals, I'm actually making it. Like I'm actually finally digging through. Oh no, what? My Discord apparently decided that I didn't deserve to be on Discord anymore. Apparently. Alright, I'm back in Discord. I wonder how long it crashed to go. Alright. What? It doesn't show up. Oh. All right. Okay. Oops. All right. So I don't know what it did. It listed all the things it was supposed to list. Okay. Well, this is some terrible design on my part. What does it do? What does it do? All right. So extract and create cards. So it created. I start at ECFC somewhere. Oh. No. Also, I think I just screwed something up. On all of these cards. Although, no, maybe not. I don't think I generated the... I don't know if I did or not. Oh, well. Not worrying myself about that one. Okay. Let's see. Web's like test. Humanity, resources. I was gonna say, if it showed up down there, I would have been very confused. No? Interesting. So where does cards go? Supposedly it generates cards. Mostly generates the CFE. great name for the CSV. Yeah, I definitely need to do better stuff with that because that made that very hard for me. Also, it means that I just accidentally broke certain things. And, I did bad juju. So I called it new titles.csv. Oh, I know why I did it that way, though. Because that new card title SEO, yeah, that's the variable that's set false here. Because that if is the title is under is SEO, then new card, create new card. Well, if it's not SEO, then do this thing: CSV writer, dictionary writer, CSV field names. And I think I screwed something else up there because that's A, isn't it? It's A. The reason why it's A is because I didn't want to reinitialize it every single time. And I recall distinctly now that I'm looking at this again, going, you know how much a pain in the ass it's going to be when you get back to it? Yeah, I was corrected my assessment. All right, so. But from the brief that I could tell, actually, where'd it go? Oh, over here. Wait, what? Oh no, that's the wrong one. Do not save. Do save. Use CSV format. All right. So I wonder if open Office. LibreOffice. CSV. I don't want to be Excel spreadsheets. I want Excel spreadsheets. Microsoft. New Neuro image files. Ooh, PDF viewers. That's not what I'm here for, but ooh, he's candy. All right, let's try it, I guess. I'm not a fan, but let's try it. It's not really viewed in CF in the way I want it to, but there it is. Yeah, apparently. Well, screw you. I don't want to paper this. Uninstall it. Go away. Just gonna turn it. There's the only one that can do it. The only one that's done it. That's gonna be annoying. SVD. System view description. That is not what we're looking for. Just caught my attention. I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's see. Minecraft MBT and 3D structures. Ooh, neat. Very neat. Not what I'm looking for, but neat. All right. I'm mostly like, let's just be honest. The reason why I want to do it mostly is so that I don't have to share a different type of program, which is ridiculous. I should probably not waste my time on this search. All right, well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to burn too much more time on this. I want to do a search for it, though. Let's see. CSV files in OSS. Nope, not useful. Oh well, it's fine. I'm certain that wasn't necessary data for you all to see anyway. I mean, it's one of those things where I can just easily share the other thing. I just don't feel like it. All right, so let's go back to where we were before I got distracted. Pull the ready for title extraction. Throw down the file. That's probably why I'm not concerned about the final slug thing. Because all those other elements are fine, and it actually is pulling the data, I think. It's either pulling the data or it's retrieving it from the card properly. Yeah, it's pulling the data correctly. Okay, I mean, it looks like I've got the process mostly down. Categories 3.5. All right, let's go back over here. Remember, there was some specific issue that occurred if I didn't do this beforehand. Time to give myself even more work to do, because cleaning up all of this is going to be a right pain, but...
That's an eerie, weird conundrum that happened here. All right, so next step. Go back to the articles. No. And this is why I don't want these things writing them, because like it gets lost like where things are at. I mean, I'm gonna leave it for legacy's sake and the fact that I'm using another, I think I'm using another spots. And even if I'm not, I don't really feel like rebuilding out everything for it. Now I know why I put it here. I put it here because I'm already following through the process that I need to follow through. Like legit, it's a else and then do this other thing, right? But let's see. They far more brought this in line. See something here. Because that index is going to go up real fast. Curious about where do I ever like, does it ever exist? Like, do I ever see it? I don't think I do. All right. Can't wait to start working on the sign and stuff. All right. Let's see. So yeah, that works. The process that I already have existing does work. It does work to spec. Like it does the thing I need it to do. It's just a matter of doing it. Yes, there was a little gulp there because the one problem I have is that if I take this route, I may end up breaking stuff in a certain manner if I do it wrongly. Well, you know what? Fortune favors the bold. Let's do it. It's going to take a while for those to move. That's how many files we're talking about here. Yeah, well, going back's not an option. All right, so it did the same general idea again with the bar. I mean, then again, I am using the same seed, so sense that it would. All right, let's go. That's it. Forever. Person. So that process is working. At least I hope it's working, because I'm gonna let it run and see what happens. That plan didn't work. Biscuit. Oh, crud. There's already an issue with that process. Well, I'm gonna let it run, but I think I'm gonna have to let it. I'm gonna do some deep dive into the stuff because I'm seeing errors. What the heck? What did I do? How did I do this? Excuse me if you heard that. Just monitoring that because there's going to be a major change that I need to make to this list before I upload it at all, and I'm not sure how I want to do it, to be honest. Like what level of change that I want to make to it. Because it's the gist is that this is for like an SRD. I mean, if you're familiar with SRDs for, you know, RPGs and such like that, as defined by the open game license. Basically, you need to, on every instance that you're using content from it, you need to add, you know, the specific disclaimer there, you know, from released under SRD, blah 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 blah, like that sort of thing, right? Easy enough to add. It's not you know, I'm not making a big deal about that. But what I am making a big deal out, and actually I could probably just do that with a banner on the specific, you know, on the things where it's just all these are SRD from open game license or whatever. I just have it done that way, whereas and make it easier for myself, as opposed to inserting it directly into the file, which I can do too, without manual intervention, I might add. But the problem is, the scenario is that for like how we've got, say, the where's it at? How we've got like the, that's bright too now. It's yes, there's like this material's open games license v 1.0, polish underneath this, whatever. Which again is just part of that thing. Wow, all of them are done? Goodness gracious, that was a lot of them. But let's see, let's go ahead out of the edit for it, because we don't need the edit for it. So if we go to SRD and go to, say, magic items, right? There's a list of magic items. Well, let's see, does this one have the actual list of magic items? I clicked it like totally knowingly, and it does not. Go with SRD2, I guess. Again, the fact that I thought that this was reasonable is telling. Well, okay, to be fair to myself, I did not think it was reasonable, but it was merely a step. I didn't get around to fixing the step because of other issues that occurred. So yeah, we got all these various parts here. Great. But then we have where specific armors, right, that should have their own entries under their own sub-entries. Like this is the part where we get like weird organizational stuff that'll require some degree of manual intervention that is an overhead that I don't have time for, simply put. I mean, but I want what I want out of it. Because the ultimate goal that this entire project, this part of the project has for the ramification is that it allows it to where, you know, where we talk about specific items, and then those specific items have a pop-up or a slide-in, right, for those specific items that can be seen easily. You know, just like slide in, and it's like, oh, here's the blurb on the item. That sort of thing. Which leads me to a different problem that I don't know if I can do programmatically. I mean, it's too much content for me to run through. This is why I was very hesitant about opening the SRD one, because it's a lot of data and a lot of working with stuff that it's cool and all, but I don't think that we should leave this information or leave it like in the floor though, like it is right now. This has me asking awkward questions because I was putting it off like for some time because the process itself is got a lot of decision making that still needs to get done. Let's take a look at the production there. Actually, what I'm going to do is take a quick look at the outcome from when that was just done. Alright. So unfortunately, a few minutes I'm going to need to pop off because I got some stuff I need to do, some running around I need to do. Which sucks because I don't want to. It's been one of those sort of days where I just don't want to do it. Whatever I'm doing until I get doing it, I don't want to do it. And then when I get doing it, I'm good on it. And then I don't want to stop doing it. But then I run into the spot where I have to stop doing it because it's time. Oops. This is my to-do list. All right, and then it's not gonna be here. It's gonna be. Where did I put it? Where did I put that file? Not there, or did I? Yeah, I did actually. It's the new titles, which I need to do some. This could not be loaded because there are too many characters. See, this is the other problem this is the actual problem that I know it made me notice that the problem was there. You can't see it, but basically it's a list. I don't think I have a source set up for it. I don't. Okay, I do though. There you go.
Where is it at? Okay, that's weird.
I've cried alone in the darkness and let my tears fall like rain. I have faced my fears and confronted the unknown. I've silenced my thoughts and feel peace and stillness.
That's not. Actually, I'm gonna restart this one, so I like this one. I heard you like data, so I put data in your data.
I've cried alone in the darkness and let my tears fall like rain. I have faced my fears and confronted the unknown. I have silenced my thoughts and feel peace and stillness. I have been alone with my pain. I've cried alone in the darkness and let my tears fall like rain. I have faced my fears and confronted the unknown.
Alrighty then. No, I need to go soon. What is a plane? Physical trait. See, and the problem is that it's so darn variable of when I would want to use like a 3, use the 3s, the heading 3s, or the heading, the heading 2s, the heading 3s. I'm just trying to think of the best way to deal with this. Because this is like, I'm gonna have to do a fair amount of effort on it. And then over here, I've got where there's some skills that are apparently H2s. Shoot, I'm gonna have to go through. I'm gonna have to go through and fix the source content, because the evidence that shows me is something's gone terribly wrong. Somewhere. Oh, I know what happened there. Some of those that are in holding aren't the proper cards. So there's a few things that need to be done for that project. Also, there's a lot of cards that failed outright. And I need to figure out why. Alright, so how do I want to handle this? The ones that I know that are good. No. The thing is, I don't know. I actually don't know if any of them are good. Because one of the big problems, I was working through this. One of the big problems we got is that the person who was responsible for curating and editing these things, I gave them specific tasks, and they did not do the job. Like, they didn't do the job. It's just simple as. And so, like, the materials, the base material, I'm finding out, like, that he touched, as a rule, wasn't reliable. So, which is a problem that I have to deal with. Wasn't there a convert card info to spreadsheet?
Good morning, sunshine.
Ooh, another one I like.
Good morning, sunshine.
On the Discord, or on Discord, there's this thing called Disboard, and what Disboard is basically a large, shall we say, a board of boards, and there's a API that you can ping into it, and so basically you ping it and say, hey, I'm still alive, and so you basically bump the board so you can kind of have a traction of people getting, jumping into the Discords, right? And so with Wolfsteel there, and we're in a silly friendly competition, just keeping on top of it. Yeah, so. just fun. Unfortunately, it doesn't show you guys, you know, when it's shown there. All right, let's see. I lost my train of thought. I need to go here soon. Darn it, I don't wanna. I wanna go, but I gotta. No, not yet though. I got probably about 10 minutes, a little bit less than 10 minutes until I have to get moving. All right, so let's see. What was I doing? Oh. Crap. Okay. Just trying to think of the way I want to handle this. So this goes through and also calls I don't know where it does. That's the man. That's annoying when I freaking didn't mark what they, you know, what the input is, the actual input hopper for, which is board in ID so that's from article generation. Okay, and it's review stat. I don't remember which one is review stat. Oh, review stat blocks. Okay. It's fine. But there's a search in here, which is that the card exists.
Hmm.
And the reason why I did that was because I could make the assumption. Okay, so I could make the assumption because I had fudge. All of these cards good to go from the glossary pages. Rather, yeah, from the glossary pages that I'd actually done beforehand. Shoot. Which right now they're not good, which is what I'm trying to shortchange. Trying to figure out a workaround for a problem I caused myself. It's not necessarily a short-sighted problem, but it's a problem nonetheless. All right, so I need to check my automation, my rules. I don't know if I have a rule set up for this sort of thing. If I do, great. If I don't, that's fine too. But let me see attachment. I think.
Rather not be alone. I'm not good at letting go. Still got grudges 10 years old. The things my family said back home. Turns out the words are worse than the quirks. Tried giving it back, but it never works. My childhood gifts feel like a curse, and now I have to make up new words. Why I'm crying. I'm tired of telling everyone that I'm sick of trying to be so normal nowadays.
Okay, so this is where I'm stuck in a weird loop because the problem is that on one hand, I want to use these existing cards because I have them already, right? But I need to go through and fix and check the old stuff. In order to do that, effectively, I can go by card, but that takes, more time per than I want to. That is a conundrum and a half. Because, if I go through card by card, I'm just trying to think this through. Talk it out. Because, if I go through card by card, right, it's going to take a while. And I've already done it a few times. If I go to the page section and the SRD section, it's going to take a while, too. It's going to take a while, pretty much at this point, regardless of how I take it. Because the problem is I'm trying to reorganize and review heavily all those elements. Because I can't make assumptions about the quality of the material at this point. Part of it is because the guy that was previously doing it kind of, glossed through it. And part of it's because with my own work throughs of it, I've gone back and forth on some of my rules of how I wanted to handle it. So I need to figure out a better solution for it. Because I'll be honest, back in December when I was working on this, and into when we started this entire project back in November, into December, into January, February, and arguably through March, I wasn't in the best of headspace. The job that I had at the time ruined me, personally. It ruined me. It put me in the worst space. It put me in a terrible headspace. I mean, it ruined me. And I'm only now really starting to kind of get my wits back about me on a lot of things. And I just have to admit it. I mean, to be honest, it ruined me. It was a extremely bad environment to be in. And I had called that. The truth is, I called it back in February of not this past February, but the February before last. I just got myself stuck in such a tizzy for the sake of the idea of the team that I was with that I just, you know, I wasn't gonna shake it. Like I tend to hold on, even if it's not necessarily the best choice. Looking at the time though, before I get too far into that solipsism, I do need to get moving, unfortunately, even without having this solved, because like for example, actually I'm gonna do one action on it right now. I'm gonna take this spell, this one, right, which is definitely a and it'll only take a moment for the drawers need. So it should be destruction domain not found. They did that. Gosh darn it. And therefore it didn't write. At least I don't think it would have written. I shouldn't have done that. We got about 5 minutes before I need to actually like push. Before I need to push the button. See if this will do it for us. Yeah, it does. Yeah, see, because it pushed it back, it didn't actually add it to it because it didn't find the part that was the destruction. And that's the other thing, is I'll have to go through and get that sort of set up. Because it's right now it's trying to do from the H2 domain. And I'm not sure where it's calling that from, to be honest with you. Because basically the gist is what I need to do is I need to get the cards in line. And then from getting the cards in line, I can have to generate the glossary or the glossary lists from them. And then once I have those up, I can upload. Basically what it comes down to. But I'm going to need to do some pretty heavy modifications to get to that point. It was 9994, I believe. Right? No, 4. No, it was 14. Excuse me. 4. So basically, I need to get this in line. Which, incidentally, it's not 14 I was looking for. Did I just run 4 unnecessarily? No, I ran 16. Oh yeah, because 14 is what pulls the H2s, etc. See, and that's the thing, is that the extracting builds from the title extraction, or it's gonna pull the builds that I've already done, or the sections that I've already done, or that I've produced from the it's not from the call. So I'd want to really think about redoing that entire process for it, because shoot, okay. I'll have to do some thinking about that one, because it's one of those that's gonna be a hard time. All right, well, for all y'all that's been hanging out with me, I appreciate you, specifically UI3. So, you're the one that's here right now. So, it said there's not enough right now to go with the raid type stuff. So, which is sad when that happens, but it does. So, it has been fun, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Cheers. I was waiting for you to respond. Later.